As we transition into summer here very soon, I dream of delicious, fruity gourmand fragrances. They are some of my favorite fragrances to wear in the summer, especially the beginning of summer. Not so much the middle of summer, but at the very beginning of summer, I definitely wear a lot more of the delicious gourmand fragrances. I have a ton of gorgeous, delicious ones in my collection, niche and designer. If you want to see them, just keep watching. Now, before we jump into these delicious, gorgeous fragrances, please take a second to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, that black button down there. I would very much appreciate it because it helps me grow my community. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Now, I have a bunch of mouth-watering, delicious gourmand fragrances. By the way, I want to clarify, I am pronouncing gourmand in French because that is a French word. It's gourmand in French. I like to respect the origin of words, and if a word comes from a certain other language, that's how I would like to pronounce it. And if I'm not a native speaker, I still like to pronounce it as well as I could. Okay, so let's get started. I have the most delicious, fruity, and they're gourmand fragrances overall, but they're mainly very fruity and delicious. I'm trying to see where I want to start. I think I'm going to start with a couple of my most recent fragrances, fruity gourmands in my collection that I absolutely love. They are right here, you guys. I'm going to start with these and I'll get to the other ones. This is Mula Mula and Mula Mula Rouge Extreme. They are both delicious gourmand fragrances for, you know, any time of the year really, but I think this time of the year as we transition into summer, these are amazing. Now this one, Mula Mula, this one is not just a fruity gourmand. This has red berries, but this also has a caramel note, you guys, that gives it this delicious sweetness, but not overly sweet. It is not, you know, caramel is traditionally a little bit of a dense gourmand note, but in this, it's not heavy, it's not dense. It's so juicy because of the red berry notes, and it lifts it up, you know, the fragrance. I feel like it's absolutely delicious. So delicious. My mouth will be watering quite a bit in this video, I have a feeling. Now this one is a little different, the Rouge Extreme. This one I think is fruitier, and there's something almost slightly incensey about this one. Incensey and kind of oriental. I will tell you, it's because this has a little hint of oud in here. Not your barnyard oud, not your strong oud, very, very well blended. It almost smells like a little bit of incense. This also has red berries and cherries, like a lot of fruity notes. It also does have caramel, but this smells different very much from this. This one somehow smells fruitier, a little bit deeper, a little bit stronger, and that oud kind of gives it some teeth, if that makes sense. To me, both of these can be worn any time of the year, and I would say they're nighttime fragrances. To me, you can wear them. They're strong enough to wear in colder weather, but you guys, I think in the summertime, date night, because of the fruity notes in here, they make for sexy, delicious date night fragrances in spring and summer, especially transitioning into summer, in my opinion. They're mouth-watering, okay? I will link them down in the description box. I do have a discount code for you for those. And then I have this. This is Mugler Angel Ice Star. This was released, was it 2021? I'm going to have to spray because the atomizer is a little weird. Oh, this is juiciest pineapple in here. You can just smell the juiciness of that pineapple when you spray it on. When you first spray it on especially, And there's a little bit of coconut in here, loads of sweetness from the vanilla and praline. There's praline in here and a very tiny hint of patchouli, but you can't really smell that. But when you first spray it on, that juicy burst of pineapple juiciness, ooh, very nice. I find this to be a delicious, you know, fruity gourmand for summertime party, like, you know, like a poolside party, or, you know, outdoor summertime dinner, or, you know, summertime dance outdoors, even date night. Really, absolutely gorgeous. Love it. Now this one is a very juicy, delicious, fruity gourmand for summertime. This is Royal Crown Rose Muscat. Oh, you guys, this one is so delicious and so like something very oriental about it too, even though it's a very kind of, you know, juicy kind of aquatic, fruity aquatic, you know, like fragrances smell aquatic sometimes from the juiciness of the fruits that are in there. That's what happened to this fragrance. There's like melon in here, orange, bergamot, grapefruit, and all these like juicy fruits that are in here. Especially the melon really makes it, gives it like an aquatic, juicy freshness to this fragrance. And it's just so delicious. It's like a gourmand, but it's not just like a fruity gourmand. It's like, there's something special about this fragrance. I can't quite put my finger on it. Probably because it has some beautiful, you know, floral notes like rose, lily of the valley, violet, very delicate, you know, pretty florals like jasmine, you know. And then this has a good dose of ambergris in the base, which gives that sort of marine kind of feeling, you know, that summertime vibes. And of course the woody nuances that come from ambergris too. And it has like a little bit of an ebony note and sandalwood note, so it's, you know, got a little bit of woodiness in the base, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't overpower the juicy fruitiness. And this even has a very tiny tad bit of oud, but you can't even tell, you guys. Whatever magic they did in this fragrance, like even though it has like oriental notes like oud in the base, it again very unnoticeable, it did not go in that direction. It's still a very delicious, light, you know, almost aquatic and fresh and juicy, fruity and floral fragrance. It's, you have to get your nose on this. I mean, look at the pretty juice. Like there's no other way to describe it, you know. It has this almost like edible quality. I mean, obviously, hello, it's a gourmand, but it's not just your average fruity gourmand, if that makes sense. And this, you guys, are so delicious. This one, this is of course Tiziana Terenzi's Cassiopeia. This one is that delicious, you know, passion fruit fragrance. I've wanted this for a long time, and you know, I finally got it like last year, late summer. I didn't get to wear it much, but this year I'm going to wear this like crazy, okay? This has the most delicious passion fruit note that's juicy, some citrus notes, a little bit of, you know, slight green vibe from cassis in here, beautiful florals like lily of the valley, rose, and that sort of thing, and has a little bit of vanilla in the base from the deeper vanilla from tonka bean, some musks, and some creamy sandalwood. This one, you guys, to me, is just the passion fruit is what makes it worth this fragrance. Is very, you know, how many passion fruit fragrances do we see, you know, do we get, especially one like this that actually lasts forever, you know, on your skin and clothes. Such a noticeable, noteworthy fragrance, not very often, right? So this is again something you can actually wear daytime, you know, in the summertime, starting now, going into summer. These are very much like transitional fragrances too into summer. Delicious. I have been wanting some passion fruit fragrances in my collection. By the way, guys, let me know in the comment section if you know any other passion fruit fragrances that are delicious like Cassiopeia. And this is of course my other passion fruit fragrance that I love so much. This has a bunch of delicious juicy fruits like apple, passion fruit, some citruses. That passion fruit to me is what again makes this fragrance so yummy, so juicy. It has some, you know, musk and amber and stuff like that, but you know, you guys, that passion fruit, love this one. I can honestly tell you that I love the Hub a little bit more than the next one I'm going to talk about. This is La Mar by Kajal. This one is predominantly a pineapple-y fragrance. This one's got a juicy pineapple note in the opening that's quite noticeable, but with other like red berries, apples and stuff like that in here. This has some beautiful like Turkish rose and other kind of rose notes, some, you know, jasmine, like beautiful florals. Has some musk, some vanilla, amber in the base. A little bit of woodiness, of course, is there. Again, this fragrance, the star of this fragrance is that juicy pineapple in the opening, which is what made this very popular, you know, because how often and how many pineapple fragrances do we get other than the discontinued Dolce & Gabbana pineapple, right? Yeah, so this is juicy and delicious. And of course, I have to mention Mango Skin by Wilhelm Perfumery. You guys, this one is so, am I gonna say delicious? You guys, take a drink every time I say delicious in this video, okay? Because there's no other word to describe these delicious fragrances other than delicious. Okay, this is delicious. Yes, I'm gonna say it 100 times if I have to. Oh my gosh. Woo, this one, that mango note is just to die for, you guys. I love it. I am so looking forward to all these, like most of these fruity ones that I got last summer. That was like towards the very end of summer, and I did not get a chance to wear them as much as I wanted to. This year I'm going to be on them, okay? I'm actually going to start my rotation, like the transition fragrances I was wearing, they're going to be off the rotation, and these are going to be in my rotation, and I'm going to be all fruity and delicious, okay? This is such a delicious tropical fragrance that's perfect for a tropical vacation, a tropical trip, like summertime, you know, a beautiful like a summertime like event where, like, you know, like a gathering or picnic at a park where people are making food and stuff, you know, like that's what I think of when I smell this fragrance. This has got the most delicious mango note. I think there's also blackberry in here, which is very odd to combine with mango, although I'm not really smelling a blackberry per se, you know, but mango is what I'm smelling. This is a little bit powdery because it has, I think, a little bit of RS. Some delicate florals like, you know, jasmine and lotus, which is very unique. Again, with that tropical vibes. There's something almost sugary and sweet about this, kind of edible, you know. Vanilla in it, I kind of want to take a bite out of it. So yummy, a gorgeous mango fragrance. Again, how many mango fragrances do you guys know? Not many, not many. Oh, you guys, I have to mention this deliciousness here. This is Sergioff Cruz del Sur 2. This one is like your poolside party with a tiki bar. You know, I'm seeing like, you know, me wearing a Hawaiian sort of like outfit with a delicious fruity cocktail in my hands that has a little piece of fruit in it by the poolside, you know, at a party. That's what I am seeing in my head when I smell this. And also poolside anything, really. That's what I'm thinking when I smell this. It's a nice fragrance to wear like out to go eat, you know, during the summertime and all that. And also a great one for like a summer vacation too, you guys. This one has some delicious fruits, okay? Speak about a fruity gourmand. This is like the quintessential fruity gourmand. This one is got mango, like a little delicious mango, guava. This has guava. Oh my God. Guava. It's one of the most delicious tropical fruits. Woo. It has pineapple, of course, and a bunch of other fruity notes, and a very juicy burst of fruity freshness from blackcurrant, okay? Oh, and then to add to that, this has this delicious sweetness in the base. This has dried fruits and milk. So there's like a little bit of lactonic in the base with that dried fruit. This smells to me, you guys, and musks and stuff. This really smells like the perfume version of a fruit cocktail or a fruit smoothie, you know, by the poolside. Really, this actually makes me feel like I'm, you know, by the poolside on vacation somewhere, holding a glass of fruity cocktail that's very fun to drink. Now, you guys, this one is actually a fruity gourmand you can wear really any time of the year, I feel, but I like to wear this transitioning into the summertime because it's delicious and it's fruity. It's just fruity and kind of boozy too, actually. This is very peachy. This is the juiciest peachy note that's, you know, way better than even the Tom Ford bitter peach. Yeah, it's a bitter peach, yeah. Oh, you guys, this has, you know, I didn't even realize that I would love a fragrance that was very strongly peachy like this, but this is a very sexy peach, not your average peach. This is a very sexy, very alluring, herbally peachy. I can tell you why this is sexy. Yes, while this is juicy from the peach, in here the juicy peach and the blood orange, oh, talk about deliciousness. Blood orange is more of a syrupy citrus, kind of like mandarin orange, not like bergamot kind of sharp citrus, you know, so it's very kind of almost syrupy and juicy. So yeah. Oh, and this has Davana. You guys, Davana is one of the most sexy herbally notes ever. That's what made this very sexy, okay? And this has booze, some rum or something, a little bit of like jasmine, osmanthus. Those type of osmanthus has like a kind of like a leather, honey kind of apricot nuances to it, which really complements, I think, peach. Some woody notes in the base that are not very strong. So delicious. First of all, I want to take a bite out of it. How delicious is the bottle? But to me, that's a very delicious gourmand for summertime. You can wear it on date night. By the way, my husband loves that. I get compliments on this fragrance a lot. By the way, you guys, performance, I know you guys always ask me. I'm looking at them that the ones I talked so far have amazing performance. Now, this Rose Muscat is not as long lasting as the other ones that I talked about so far, but it's still actually quite strong because there's a little bit of oud, like underlying oud in there that actually gives it teeth. It actually lasts longer than you would imagine it would, given the fact that it's an aquatic, fruity, juicy, fresh fragrance. It actually lasts longer than you would expect. Talking about very delicious, yum, gourmand fragrances for summertime. Oh my gosh. This one is quite strong. This can choke you if you wear it during the daytime too much, too strongly. I suggest this be a nighttime summer fragrance. Again, a nighttime, you know, dinner at your resort that you're staying, you know, you're on your summer vacation, or, you know, again, a dinner by the poolside, dinner outdoors, or I don't know, when you go dancing on a cool summer night, you know, that's the kind of fragrance this is. This one is by the House of Oud. This is Keep Glazed. This is so yummy. My mouth is gonna This one makes my mouth water every time I smell it, okay? Ooh, this is delicious. This has that mango, delicious mango note in here, and it has like obviously some citruses, and this has coconut and a whipped cream note. So it's actually almost creamy, you know, with that fruitiness. It's got a very zingy ginger note that adds to the juiciness. Loads more fruity notes other than mango. Oh, so yummy. This is a really delicious gourmand, I gotta tell you. Rouge Trafalgar, you guys, is the most juicy, red, juicy berry fragrance. This has a very juicy, big strawberry and raspberry note. some cherry, some blackcurrant, which is also bursting with juiciness, mandarin orange, all these juicy stuff in this fragrance with some gorgeous florals. Absolutely stunning. I just love the way it's such a juicy fragrance. I love to wear it this time of the year. I look forward to wear it. Again, I got it a little late last year. And here is a very, very juicy lychee and raspberry kind of fragrance. Such a burst of lychee. You guys know how lychee smells, right? Like Delina has lychee, all the Delinas, and Carolina Herrera's Very Good Girl has lychee. Oh, this is so juicy with that lychee and the raspberry. Mwah, so good. Some rose in here, some woody notes in the base. Perfect, juicy summertime fragrance. Again, all of those outdoor events with like poolside parties and all that. Perfect. Speaking of which, this is the same thing to me. Again, this is one I have to spray because of all the weird atomizers, you guys. Okay, this one I don't think I sprayed here. Now this also has some notes similar to Angel Nova. A lot of people like to compare these two, but I don't see that much of a difference other than the fact that this has rose and lychee too. This has got, I think, some red berries as well. Some vanilla. This one is a little bit more floral with the juiciness of the fruit, the lychee in the opening. But this one, last... Yeah, this one, like, oh, by the way, Angel Nova has a little bit of oud. So this one has a bit of that oriental vibes, you know? Whereas this one, Very Good Girl, is more, has like almost like a sour note in it. Almost kind of like, I want to say almost like rhubarb, like in Delena, you know? Green or sour note, you know? So yeah, they differ. This one is a little bit more like sour to my neck. I almost like, you know how when you eat a sour fruit, how you feel in your mouth? That I get that from Very Good Girl. Whereas Delina, Angel Nova is more of a juicy fruit, but like, you know, with lychee and all that, but it's more oriental, if that makes sense. Here's the fruity of all the fruity queens. This is Si Passion by Giorgio Armani, the Armani brand. This has so many juicy fruits like pear, blackcurrant, pineapple, I mean berries too, I think. This has like juicy grapefruit for citrus. Has beautiful florals like rose, you know, jasmine, that sort of florals. I think heliotrope too. But loads of vanilla in the base, just like all of the sea fragrances. Some woody notes and stuff. This is got that juicy pineapple. You can smell the juicy pineapple really. And other fruity notes like blackcurrant. All the ones that are very juicy. Pear is also very feminine and juicy. Really juicy, okay? Juicy, juicy, juicy. And this one I got right here. This is Elisa Girl of Now, the flanker to the original. This is Girl of Now Forever. Is this being discontinued? I think it's still available, you guys, but I think it might be getting discontinued. I don't need to spray this one, by the way. This is really juicy from the raspberry in here and the citruses. It's got blackcurrant too, by the way, with the burst of juiciness. Every time they want a already like fruity fragrance with like other fruity notes to be even juicier, they put blackcurrant, okay? This has got a little bit of almond because it's like the, what do you call, the signature note across all the Girl of Now fragrances. So it's slightly nutty, but not as nutty as the original. But this is more juicy, okay? Juicy and fruity, berry kind of fruity. And loads of vanilla, you know, of course, very beautiful. I really like this. This is date night worthy for summertime. I would say mostly a nighttime fragrance, but you can wear it daytime. It goes from day to night. Okay, you guys, this is a very affordable, gorgeous passion fruit dominant fragrance. Oh, so delicious. This screams summer to me. This is Jasmine Wisp by Rasasi. It's Rasasi Jasmine Wisp. This opens with a bunch of gorgeous citruses, mandarin orange, lemon, and blah, blah, blah. And this has a juicy passion fruit. So it's my third passion fruit fragrance I have in my collection that I really, really love. Very screams tropical summertime fragrance. Beautiful florals like magnolia and stuff. But this has not just passion fruit. I think it has peach and pear and coconut. So very tropical, very juicy, very fruity, and loads of tonka bean, I think vanilla and tonka bean, like a lot of vanilla in the base with some amber. So delicious, you guys. It's like a tropical vacation fragrance. You know, it's that gorgeous fragrance that makes you smell absolutely like a summertime tropical goddess, okay? So beautiful. It's kind of a must-have, and it's so affordable as well. Oh, I have to mention this fruity juiciness right here. This is Mistia Absolutely Blooming. This has so many juicy berry notes in the opening, and like pomegranate, and it has raspberry, pomegranate, blackcurrant, red berries, all these juicy fruity notes in the opening. And it has rose and petalia or peony, one of those pink ones. Ooh, so beautiful. And some musk, you guys. It's such a fruity, beautiful, feminine fragrance. This is definitely a daytime fragrance, in my opinion, that makes, you know, you feel like a beautiful, put together goddess, okay? Very, very much a nice, lovely daytime scent. Of course, Louis Vuitton Attrape Rêves, you guys. It's very beautiful, juicy. I don't know where the cap went. I gotta find the cap. Anyway, this has got that juicy lychee note in here too. A juicy zing from the ginger, some citruses. It's got petalia, or is it peony and rose. So beautiful. This is such a delicious fragrance, and it has a hint of cacao powder apparently, but I'm not picking that up. But I get that Gourmand, you know, vibe that it gives, like slight sweetness. I get it, you know, but I am not detecting it or recognizing it as cacao powder. It's well blended, so it's really hard to even say it's there. It's so juicy, so beautiful. You know, it's kind of like similar vibes to Rouge à Trafalgar, but different, if you get what I mean. And finally, this beauty that's such a delicate goddess-like fragrance, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is Meliora by Perfumes de Hurley. You guys, this has got the most juicy burst of blackcurrant juiciness in the opening. Some red berries, a little hint of green from cassis, which is the leaves of the blackcurrant. Isn't that nice? This has got delicate florals like lily of the valley, you know, rose, ylang ylang, very summertime. Some musk, some vanilla. This is like supposedly, what's her name? Salma Hayek's signature scent, or was her signature scent, I don't know, or one of the perfumes she wears. Absolutely gorgeous, so juicy, so fruity, perfect for summertime. Oh, I have to mention this beauty from M. Micallef. This is such a gorgeous, delicious, fruity beauty. Not only is this juicy and fruity and delicious, but it's also sexy, okay? I'll tell you why. So this has loads of like tropical type, I think, fruity notes, and some citruses in here as well. But it's blended with these gorgeous florals like rose, orange blossom, jasmine, you know. It has the a nice sweet gourmand base, and I feel like, I want to say this has a little bit of davana or some sort of sexy herbal note too, like slightly though, you know, like one of those sexy ones. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a very fruity, beautiful fruity fragrance, which is like perfect for this time of the year. Absolutely adore this one, you guys. I will put the description in the description box. I have a discount for that if you want to use it. And Micallef fragrances are just out of this world. They're on another level. That DNA is nowhere else to be found. I adore them. So that's it, you guys. That is 20 of my favorite juicy, dripping with juice, beautiful, delicious, fruity gourmand fragrances in my collection that I am wearing right now, transitioning into summer and into the summer, that I will be enjoying these very much, since we'll be going out, you know, having picnics outside. We'll be going on vacation here soon. Let me know down in the comment section your favorite fruity gourmand, the delicious juicy ones, down in the comment section. Especially passion fruit, mango, guava type fragrances. Let me know, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, that black button down there. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you guys in my next video.